Good morning. Welcome back to My Twisted Life of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review. And this time I'm going to be doing a new TV show called New Amsterdam. Comes on NBC, comes on Tuesday nights. And I wasn't going to do this show at all because at first I do like Black Lightning and I do This Is Us. And it makes my Tuesdays kind of heavy. And if America's Next Top Model come back on, probably that too. But this show was so good, I felt like I had to speak on it. Now, since I didn't take any notes on the first episode, I was live tweeting like a mug, though. Since I didn't take any notes, I'm not going to go blow by blow. But I'm just going to get a feel if my viewers even like this show and want me to continue on. If I get at least 50 views, then I'm going to keep doing it. You know, that's how I feel about it. I know 100 or 1,000 or whatever is the magic number, but if I get at least 50 views, I'm going to keep doing it. And thumbs it up so that way it can be put up in YouTube's recommendations and more people can see and view it if you like the video or if you like the show. Thumbs it up if you like the show. Thumbs it up if you like the show. If you've seen it the other night and you like Max, thumbs it up. All right. So basically New Amsterdam. It's based on a book. And now I got to read the book just based off of that first episode. It's loosely based off a book. And it is a big hospital. I want to say a teaching hospital in New York City. I don't know if this place really exists or not. I didn't bother to Google it yet. But they said in the after show credits that I saw that there is a hospital that this show is closely related to. So I'm thinking, you know, it's probably a very new show. Hold on. I mean, let the window down so the dog can breathe in the back. I don't want it up in the front, though. So, here we go. New Amsterdam. So we start off in the locker room with our typical locker room chat, you know what I'm saying? And we got some nurses in there discussing the new chief director or the medical director that's supposed to be coming in. Everybody talking about their little rumors here and there, whether or not they like this medical director, what they heard about it. You know, he done saved the wild bobcat back in the outback. And I'm making it extreme just so y'all can see how extreme some of these rumors are. One of the people said that they heard he came in and he fired all the nurses. Like, what the heck? What you mean he fired all the nurses? He not gonna fire the nurses. Heck, we the ones that do all the work. So, and they were making a comment about the fact that he probably won't come in and fire all the nurses because the doctors never show up anyway. The doctors don't do no work anyway, and that'll be part of his job. So they wasn't too much worried about it. But they had a lot of like little gripes and that they was talking about that maybe he should look into or things that they have going on. And while they sitting there, they all speaking in, I want to say it was Spanish. They were all speaking in Spanish. Sometimes I get Spanish and Portuguese mixed up. But I think they were speaking in Spanish. And they was back, you know, going back and forth. And he was sitting there getting ready. Now, I don't know why they didn't notice that his scrubs was an entirely different color than their scrubs. The nurses seemed to have on like some dark green scrubs or whatever. And he had on the blue scrubs that you normally see a doctor in or internal resident, whatever. And he had on his blue scrubs. I don't know why they didn't pick up on that. I did. I knew he was different. One of these things is not like the other, being Max. Okay. So then the assistant, forgive me that I can't remember everybody's names right now, but I will. The assistant comes in and like, we were looking for you. I said, you got lost. All the new doctors, all the new medical directors get lost. So now they sitting there like, what in the hell? We've been running our mouth doing all this yappity yap. They had a bet on how long he was going to make it there. If he was going to last a good year or whatever, they did a bet like that. And now they like, oh shit. I mean, their face was like, they didn't say a word. They didn't look at each other. They just like, the entire time. So he got up. He started speaking back to them in fluent Spanish. It was definitely Spanish. In fluent Spanish, like, hey, I heard your complaints. I'm going to start having weekly staff meetings with the nurses and the janitor, custodians, because the other person was a custodian. The nurses and the custodians, let y'all tell me what all y'all gripes is, all the changes y'all want to have made. Y'all tell me what y'all need. I got you. And then he gave the custodian some cash money on the bet and say, I'm going to take you up on that bet on how long I last here. I was like, look at him. I like him already. So he goes out into about to head to the big meeting with the rest of the team, and there's a doctor. I can't think of her last name. Dr. Sharpe, Dr. Helen Sharpe. Gorgeous sister, gorgeous sister. I love the British accent. I just have a thing for the British. When I hear British people speak, I said I'm going to live in Britain, in Great Britain one day, in London, England. One day I'm going to live there. I don't know how long I can live there. I don't know if I'm going to live for a summer, live for a week, live for a month, live for a lifetime, but I'm going to get my Tina Turner on, or my Madonna on, and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to live. They live in long term. They ain't coming back. But anyway, I just love the way they sound. I don't know if that's how Helen Sharpe speaks for real, the actress, but I love the way a British accent will do it to me every time. I'm telling y'all right now. So she and no, I don't have no woman crush, but she comes through and she's about to volley off to a new interview. She has become the face of the hospital. She's the one that goes around, does the interviews, the fundraisers, getting the dollars to flow into the hospital. She talks about all their programs and everything. And this is a big, I want to say, is it a publicly owned? I got sleep in my eyes. Ooh. I want to say it's a publicly owned hospital. I don't remember exactly. I'm going to get back to it. But she comes in and she's like, hey, nice to meet you. They chit-chatting while they're walking. And he learns, she's about to go run off to go do something else. Go do one of these interviews. She was like, I will see you back next week. I will buy you lunch or dinner. It'll be on me. And he's like, oh, no, that ain't finna happen. You gonna come here and you gonna do your job as a doctor. You're one of the best doctors that we have. You're not gonna be running off to do your doggone job. She was like, who are you, right? I'm the medical director. And she was like, everybody was happy to meet you. Everybody was here, had good things to say about you, whatever. We've been expecting you, this, that, and other. So she knew who he was, but she still gonna ask, who are you? Who are you, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? That's pretty much how she was going. And he was like, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna come back here and you're gonna practice medicine. I will see you tomorrow, what have you. And she's like, look here. I'm the one who brings this hospital money. I'm the one that lets everybody know about all the research that we're doing. I'm the one that keeps us funded over the private hospitals or whatever. I can't remember which one it was. It makes a difference. That's why I want to correct myself and say which one it is. Y'all let me know down in the comment section whether this was a public or private hospital. And she was like, I'm the one to do this. I'm the one to keep our research going. I'm the one to do this, I'm then to do that, the third, right? I do all of that. That's me. Without me, you would not have a hospital standing here. Without me, you wouldn't have patients in the waiting room. She's the one that makes it, because this is a hospital that the patients do not have to pay to use this hospital service. And from what it looks like it's a hospital that accepts foreigners or international patients, whether they are legal citizens or not. This is the place to come, because it looks like, I don't know if it's just because it's centered in New York City that they have all this diverse people coming in, or if this is just specifically focused. Like, we have a center down in St. Louis that is specifically for our international people to use. And I wonder if this is the type of hospital that's like that. So, because I didn't see anybody in there that was not his wife. Anyway, so we go through there and she says, look here, I said what I said I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave up out of this piece, and I will see you back next week, and I will buy you lunch, and that's it. Okay, goodbye. And she walked the hell away. I was like, you better tell him, Helen Sharpe. Miss Sharpe is sharp, baby. And she dressed sharp too. She said, you better tell him. And I just love the fact that, first of all, that we got a black woman with that type of power, that type of prestige. I'm like, you better. The face of the hospital is a sister. Go, girl. You better motherfucking go, girl. And so he's like, when she walked away, he tell his assistant, I think this is his assistant, like, I like this motherfucker right here. If she come back to work, let's keep her. And I was like, if she come back to work, she said she'll see you next week. Oh, I got water. My throat dry, y'all. If she come back next week, keep her. Let's keep her. So, in the meantime, you got a lot of interaction going on. He's about to go into his big meeting. So he gives Georgia, his wife, a call. And, they kind of pretty much just talk about the fact that he about to go here, he about to do this. Things have changed. He's back for good. And he's going to make sure that he gets her back. So something happened in their marriage that they got separated. It seems like he puts more into his work than he does into his relationship. But she said, okay, whatever you do, you got 12 weeks to get it done. Because she got a baby on the way. 12 weeks left into the show. She's like seven months pregnant at this point. She got 12 weeks left to drop that baby. Y'all know y'all actually have a baby at 10 months, not at 9. So 12 weeks left to drop that baby. And so while she talking to him on the phone, there's a patient in the waiting room walking up. Sick as shit. I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with this person, right? Little African boy walks up, sweat is dripping. He's slow dragging. Like, I need a doctor. I said, I need a motherfucking doctor. And the nurse and staff is like, okay, when we get a doctor for you, we're going to get one for you. But in the meantime, you need to go wait in the waiting room. That's pretty much what she want to do. And so he sauntered back over, just feeling bad and cryptic. Just, another patient rushes in. Rigor mortis done set in. And they finna chalk her up. Time of death is this, that, and the third, right? Because a medical professional or a mortician or something got to be the one to announce it. They finna chalk it up. She's dead. But, oh my God, I can't remember her name. Another doctor who I fucking love already, and I can't remember her damn name. Oh shit. I wish I had my phone that I could see, because I told you I was live tweeting like a motherfucker last night for me to get this. Damn it, I can't remember her name. It's a lady doctor. Hold on for a second. It was a guy getting to his car next to me, and I didn't want Vito to start broken in. I should have left it off while he turned his car on. Anyway, it was a lady doctor who I can't remember her name right now. Lord, please let it come to me. Let it come to me. Let it come to me. If it don't come to me, I'll put it down in the comment section. If y'all watch the show, I love her. She's one of the main doctors. She was like, okay, you hear that? I heard breath sounds. I heard something. The dude was like, no, she's been dead forever. She's rigor mortis done set in. She's dead. She's like, oh no, let's go crack her open. Let's go open her up. Let's go do something. And he was like, well, she's already dead. He's like, well, we can't kill her twice then. She rushes off. Baby, the lady ain't dead. The lady is not dead. She got some kind of condition that tricks her brain to thinking that her heart is dead, and rigor mortis sets in and stiffness is caused. Or something like that. I was like, what kind of fucking disease is that? What the hell does she have that makes you think she did? And please, Lord, let me never get it. Because nobody ain't going to believe that I'm alive. They going to bury me up like that. That's how people get buried alive. That's how people get buried alive. So, she goes take care of that person. Okay, well, now they off to, like I say, the meeting. There's a bunch of doctors already sitting in the room. Dr. Fromm, I love him already. He's a psychiatrist. So he comes on in the room and he sits next to another doctor. I can't think of it. Damn it. The one who kept losing his glasses. I'm going to call him glasses. He kept losing his glasses and they was right there on top of his head all the time. So he seemed like he's kind of out of sorts, but the man is very smart. He's very smart. When Dr. Fromm come in, you go down the aisle, like you're in a movie theater or something, and you bump into everybody. Maybe he drop his shit, he got his ass all on this other doctor's back and his head and shit, trying to pick up his stuff. Motherfuckers like, well, damn, get off me, cuz. So Dr. Fromm sit on down. What the fuck is her name? She's walking down the hallway, so she's finished with her patient. The patient is alive, like I said. And she's going down the hallway to the next little meeting, and Dr. Russell, fine as chocolate drink of water, him. Yes, Dr. Russell, he can get it. Actually, Dr. Max ain't that bad looking either, but Dr. Russell can get it. So he walking down the hallway, and him and old girl is just chatting. She's like, hey, you want to go out for drinks later on the night? He was like, nah, I can't do that. She's like, when I asked her to go out for drinks, I ain't talking about drinks, right? He's like, yeah, I know, I can't. And she was like, what you mean you can't? She asked him, did he want to go out for this drink like 3, 4, 6, 7 times. And he finally say to her, I can't go out with you. She's like, what do you mean you can't go out with me? He said, because you not black. I was outdone. I was like, did they let that black man tell that white woman on national TV that he can't date her because she ain't black? Twitter like to lost his damn mind. I like to lost my damn mind. I was like, bro. Now, the problem I had with this, sir, is she wasn't too black for you to fuck her. That's what I'm at. That's the problem. One of the problems I have with that is she was not too black for you to fuck her. You think that you could fuck her, but when it's time for you to get married and settle down, you want to have a black wife. Now, I understand that side of things because straight up, y'all all know, if y'all watch any of my other videos and stuff like that, I don't date outside my race. And because I think there's no better man for me than a black man. And they could be a black man from any other culture. They could be from Germany. They could be from Mexico. They can be from Japan. They could be from Australia. They could be from America. Just as long as they are of the black. That's just me. And it's not. And that is. I would say it's a prejudice. I think it's more of a prejudice over a preference. But truthfully, I could look at white men, Caucasian men, and say, damn, he fine, he cute. But I don't get the attraction to want to actually be in a relationship with them. I don't get that type of interest. I may joke and tease about what I could do with them, but it just don't move me the way that it does when I see a black man. It's just something, I don't know. It's unexplainable. Maybe something that's inbred in me. And that's not to say that I probably would never date outside of my race. Because I don't know what God has in store for me. I don't dislike races of people. I dislike people. And unfortunately, a lot of the groups of people that I don't like happen to be of a certain race. But that's because of direct interactions. I ain't gonna even say group people. Hell, I don't like a lot of damn black people. Now, let me tell the truth to shame the devil. I don't like a lot of damn black people. Y'all motherfuckers get on my nerves sometimes. But as far as dating is concerned, I just never had that interest to date anyone other that was not black. As I grew up. When I was younger, I had, interracial boyfriends, but I never kissed them, never held their hand, never slept with them. So I was just like with them. It was almost like a friendship, you know what I'm saying? But Latinos, I don't know, a lot of biracial people. I think I date biracial people. Usually when they are mixed with black race, is the ones I could date without, conscious thought. It don't just like I really do have conscious thought when I see other people. And then 9 times out of 10, majority of, ain't no 9 times out of 10, of people that are not of the black race or of mixed with black race that have made advances towards me or made suggestions to me as far as like being involved in a relationship, they only wanted sex, and half of them was already married to somebody else. They wanted me as their side piece. So I have not at one time met a Caucasian man that was on a straight up and up, like a for real relationship that opened me up to say, you know what, I may take this chance. Not once. Now, that's not to say that the black people and the Latino people and the biracial people that I've met, they haven't came with me with that same shit, but I have had relationships. And I don't know, maybe I'm just not approachable. I don't know, because I'm unapologetically black. I am a sister. I'm not going to tone down who the hell I am. Hold on, there's some kids walking past. I just don't want Vito to start barking off at these people. That's all. He usually is real good with them when they walk past. He's real good with them today too. Good job, Vito. Good job. Okay, so back to what I was saying. He told that woman on national TV that he couldn't date her because she wasn't black. And in his mind, what he says is when he see his future, when he see the life that he planned off himself, the life that he built for himself, he saw him with a black woman. He loves black women. And his mother is a black woman. He said he knows that there's some successful black men that as soon as they make it into the successful realm of things, they abandon their race of women and go find them or somebody of another race. And that's the key word. They go look for them. They say, fuck black women. Black women ain't shit. Black women got too many attitudes. All that stuff. And then they go find them somebody from another race because they think that other person is going to be more respectful to them. They think that other race of people are going to be more respectful to them, or more race of people are going to be more obedient, or things of that nature. So that's the type of backlash that he's trying to avoid. He's trying to, stay true to himself and marry someone of the black race. But like I said, the same that she said, you wouldn't worry about it if I was black when we was fucking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he got a double standard going on there, and I totally understand what she's saying too, bruh. And the dick must have been good, because she continuously asked whether or not they can go have this little drink. He kept turning her down. I am 20 minutes into this video. Let me keep going. Oh my God, I didn't want this to be so long. This may be long just because this is going to, like I said, this is a new show, and I want to see if y'all want to watch this show with me. So next up, they go into the meeting. It's 20 minutes in. Damn, I'm 20 minutes in the video. We just not getting to the meeting. Go into the meeting with the big room. He goes in and starts talking about his life, in that same hospital. His sister came in there one day. She ended up having leukemia. She walked in that hospital, and then she died in that hospital 8 years later. And that's what gave him the motivation to want to save lives. And the fact that he can do that now, and he can help other people's sisters, daughters, walk out of that hospital alive, gives him so much hope. And he wants to start bringing back real medicine, real practicing, forget all the billable hours, forget all that stuff, forget all the red tape and forget all that stuff, and let's save some people's lives. Let's do some real work here. So he asked everybody, what y'all need? Everybody sitting around not saying nothing. He said, no, that wasn't a rhetorical question. I really wanted to answer that. What can I do to help you? What can I do to help? That's his favorite line. What can I do to help? And nobody said nothing. He said, okay, I got you. Where's my whole cardiac team? The people who do the heart surgeries. Where y'all at? And all the doctors raised their hand. He said, all y'all fired. I was like, what? Did he just fire everybody? He said, no, I'm not playing. All of y'all fired. Y'all can go now. Y'all think more about the money than y'all do about patient care. Y'all can get the hell up out of here. You see all these doctors on their cell phone? Let me call my damn lawyer right now. Y'all all fired. Next group. He called up another group of people. Said, y'all can go to... he said, he gonna... He had held up the, I guess the chiefs of the teams, whatever. He said he finna hire 50 new attendants. He said that some more people got up. People was walking out left and right. It was clear to him, these are the people who I'm saying, if y'all care more about the money than the patient care, then y'all can go. So I'm telling you, I'm finna hire in 50 new attendants, and more doctors walk out. Yeah, y'all don't need to be here either. Everybody looking around like, oh shit. So I'm back to the locker room now where the nurses were saying he fired all the nurses. Maybe he did fire them all, because he just fired the entire cardiac team. So now he said, so I'm going to ask this question again. What y'all need? And so the lady doctor, damn it, I can't think of her name. Okay, she said that she wanted to get rid of the waiting room. He was like, okay, and do well with it. She said, but don't get rid of it altogether. I want the patients to come in, skip the waiting room, and go straight to care. Done. It's done. Like, it's done. Dr. Fromm say I need some healthy food. Huh? Here to eat. I want healthy food. Done. Whatever y'all need done, we gonna do it. He said we gonna piss some people off. Let's start some trouble. We finna do it. And so when they got ready to, everybody was like, what the fuck, I can't believe this just happened. But we gonna sit here, we gonna see how this goes. So when they got ready to walk up, old girl tells him, you need to look at Dr. Russell's file. And he checked it out, realized that he is one of the ones who did the least amount of surgeries of all the heart doctors. He was the one who did the least amount of billable hours. And he was like, why? What's up with you? He said, because I know that a lot of people didn't need it. We cutting up people for no reason. Like, I'm not finna give them care that they don't need just so we could make money off of. That's not what I'm finna do. So he decided, while he was talking to him, he was steady unpacking old boy's boxes. He basically hired him back. You are back on the team. Not only are you back on the team, you are now the chief of cardio, and I need you to go out and find the best team possible. The best team possible. Helen on TV still doing all her thing. You know, you see the interviews. The lady with the rigor mortis, now she's alive and woke. Come to find out, the Glasses, Dr. Glasses going in there to talk to her. And they running tests. The husband like, why we keep running all these doggone tests? We're running test after test after test. He keep losing his glasses, like I said, it's not giving this man any type of surety that he is a competent doctor. And I'm like, this motherfucker keep losing his glasses. He keep handing his glasses and then asking the nurse, where my glasses at? Oh, the resident, what my glasses at? She got them in her hand. She think that he finna kill this patient. So he goes in, and she runs out to go tell Max, look here, he gonna kill this lady. It's all he just running tests and he prolonging the evidence. We need to get some patient care in. And he had already came in there early telling me, hey, keep me in line, keep me informed about what's going on with this patient, because that's what he do. He goes around, he gets into everybody's business. And Glasses told him, look here, I understand your methods, I understand your ways, but sometimes you need to slow down. He's like, yeah, I hear you, everybody tell me that often. He said, no, I'm serious, slow down. You know what I'm saying? So in his slow down process, he's steady asking all these questions to the family, and building it up. He is learning what's going on with this woman. Well, the lady actually has a tumor, and she had a tumor that gave her tremors, and they just prescribed her Parkinson's medicine. And because of the Parkinson's medicine, she was getting depression, so they prescribed her depression. And with the depression medicine and the Parkinson's medicine together, it gave her the symptoms of having rigor mortis and tricked her brain and thinking that her heart had stopped and thought she had died. Baby, the lady's gonna die. She gonna die, but she got at least another good year. She got another good year. We got an ambassador that's there up in the hospital. He had rerouted patients and stuff for that day, but the patients from Rikers Island was still coming in. So he still has some, patients up in that joint. The ambassador was there, and old boy wanted to leave. It's time for me to go. I got to get up out of here. And so he let him run down all his symptoms that he could have once he leave out of here against medical advice. And he decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and stay. I'm going to go ahead and stay. Dr. Fromm dealing with a patient named Emma. This young girl has been bounced around from foster home to foster home. Been molested, tied up to a radiator like a dog and fed in a foster care. So we again addressing the foster care system. The writers from This Is Us wrote this show. That's all I'm gonna say. They love to address these type of topics, adoption and mental abuse, and I love it. I love it. So Emma is really far off, and I think she hurt somebody. I can't remember why she was there. I think I went to the bathroom, I'm sorry. But baby girl is flipping out in this moment. She's flipping out in this moment. She don't trust anybody. She's been with Dr. Fromm for 10 years. And it was something that happened that she left her journal behind. Something that he said to her. It made her get mad at him and leave her journal behind. The journal was, she beat up somebody, because the journal was the only thing that Dr. Fromm ever gave her. It was the only thing that she considered to be hers, her own property. So when he pissed her off, she left it behind. The foster care system wanted to keep her, take her right back in. And he look, for the past 2 years, that's all she been is abused. And you see she has some emotional stress and some emotional trauma. Why we gonna put her back into the system? So he told the lady, I'm gonna keep her. I'm gonna admit her for 2 years. We're not gonna discharge her. You gonna keep this girl in the hospital for 2 years to keep her out the foster system until she turn 18? That's how we are. That's what I'm gonna do. He signed her off. And with the type of doctor that Dr. Max is, Dr. Max gonna let him do it. So, but I guess he read her journal. And in the journal, she talked about her very first foster care lady, who she loved so much and spoke so highly of. He went and tracked down that lady's daughter. Dr. Max told her, don't help her as a doctor, help her as a human. He went and tracked down that lady's daughter. Now, the lady and her daughter had been estranged. She said she was, the kid that run off and do all the bad things. And but evidently the mother must have spoken really highly of this daughter, because he had her read the journal. He tried to talk her into fostering Emma. And whatever was in that journal, whatever Emma said about her mama and the things that her mama must have said about her, made her come back and say, you know what, I'm going to take Emma in. I'm going to take Emma in. She didn't even know that her mama was fostering kids. Just like, wow. So, Dr. Sharpe, she leaving one interview, she on her way back to another, right? And they pull up to the hospital. She like told the driver, what the hell are you doing here? I told you to go to the airport. Pull up to the hospital. Max meet her at the car and say, look her, you finna come do your job. And your job is doctoring. If you don't want to do your job, don't bring your ass back to the hospital. She's like, no, I will be back next week. He said, you better be back here tomorrow or don't come back here at all. You know what I'm saying? The next day, Helen Sharpe showed up. He's like, I didn't think he was going to come. I didn't think he was going to come. But she came. She came on through. And she was like, you know what? She said, I've been hearing good things about you. Everybody is passionate and psyched up to be a doctor again. And he said, he asked her, was it the death that made her want to just get out of the hospital and start going on the road, being the face of the hospital? She said, no, it wasn't the death. I got immune to that. That was the problem. I got immune to it. But everybody else is excited about being a doctor again. It's making me excited about being a doctor again. She was a pediatrics doctor, I believe. So Miss Helen Sharpe has came back to work. And for some reason, I think they're going to be, have a love interest together. And I skipped the part, the Ebola, the African patient. Come to find out, he's supposed to have Ebola, baby. Well, he had all the symptoms of TB, everything. For hospitals on lockdown. He's on lockdown. Well, when the CDC get the word, NSA get the word, they think the young man had contacted somebody from ISIS, and now the little boy is a terrorist. This child is a terrorist, but they do use kids. You know, they use kids. And come to find the little boy was like, yeah, some man met me, told me he was going to get me to America. He was going to do this, that, and the third for me. And he wanted me to just go to Central Park, I think it was, some big area, Times Square may have been, and just walk around, you know. And he had to give me my vaccinations to come into America. And what they did was inject him with the virus. And they brought him on into America, and he was sick. But he didn't go to the destination. He felt sick, so he went to the damn hospital. And so Dr. Max is like, he's not a terrorist. He didn't go, otherwise he would have went to go do what he's supposed to do. He came here because he wasn't feeling good. Just not, hear me out. So he convinced them to not label the boy as a terrorist as such. Because one, they still haven't even figured out if the boy even got Ebola. But like I said, they had all these records and information from the ISIS people saying that he did. So that kid started spitting up blood, baby, and couldn't breathe and everything. So the doctor, whose name I can't remember, and I love her already, damn it, she was like, let me go in here, and she tried to suit up, and it was taking too long to get the helmet ready. She just put on a face mask and rushed on in there to help him. And Max is like, what the hell are you doing? She's like, oh, I gotta get him, I gotta fix him, like whatever. I think his airway was clogged up. She had to open him up or put a little stent in his neck. I think there's a valve in his neck or whatever. So Max is trying to walk her through it out, and they get it all done. It was just, the little boy was dying. I was nervous. I'm like, see, this is why motherfuckers coming to the ER. You ask them what the fuck is wrong with them, and don't just sit them off in the waiting room and just be like, forget you. You know what I'm saying? Baby, when everything was all said and done and over with, she had a tear in her glove, and it was blood all inside the glove. And I remember an episode on ER when that doctor got cut and ended up getting HIV because there was blood on the scalp or whatever of an HIV patient. And I was like, oh my gosh, she got the Ebola. She got the Ebola. Oh, I was like stressing out. So now they got to quarantine her ass. And while she's sitting in quarantine, that Dr. Russell sitting on the other side of the glass. Because he said they were friends, if nothing else. He wanted them to go back to being friends. They were friends, if nothing else. And then all of a sudden, he get a call from his wife. He's like, I can't talk to her right now. I can't talk to Georgia right now. But Georgia like, something is wrong with the baby. We go in there and there's blood pooling all out from under her. I'm like, oh dear God. They rush into her. The baby, she got, I can't think of the word, Persivia. Y'all, if y'all know the word, y'all let me know the word. The baby ain't got no room. And if they can't get whatever was right with the baby together, then they're going to have to take the baby out 12 weeks early. It's just too soon. They panicking, they freaking out. And so he's sitting there by her side. Like I said, they are estranged as a couple, even though, but I think work had to do with it. He's sitting there by Georgia's side and trying to make sure that everything is all right. And I want to say Dr. Sharpe came in, is the one that helped her out. I don't remember which doctor was there. But they checked Max, because Max was trying to get involved. No, you need her. She needs you here as her support, not as her doctor right now. Sit your ass down. He did so. Now, earlier in the show, he was having a sore throat, an itchy throat, or whatever. And he was having the doctor check him out. And he's sitting in the room off to the side right now. And Helen Sharpe come in. That's when they had a conversation about why she came back. And she tells us, or tells Max, you got cancer. But you knew this already, didn't you? He got cancer. I can't remember the name of the cancer, but Keena looked it up. Y'all go to my Twitter page, and we talked about it on Twitter. Keena looked up the type of the cancer. It can be treated, but he has on average 5 years to live. I was like, I'll be damned. When they said that shit, I said, no, the show just started. We can't have him dead already. It just started. But then we broke it down. 5 years. Okay. In TV time, that could be 5 actual years to give us 5 seasons, or they can break that 5 years down to 10 seasons. This show is too good for them to can't be. No, I was like, NBC, y'all get it together. Let's get it together right now. We got at least 5 to 10 good years on this show. It is that fucking awesome. I don't know how I'm going to be able to emotionally handle it right after This Is Us. But the show writers of This Is Us are the same show writers for New Amsterdam. And they did such an awesome job bringing that first performance to life. If you have not seen New Amsterdam, log on to Hulu. I believe it's showing on there right now. Or you can go on to NBC.com and catch the episode. I don't know if it's showing overseas yet. This is awesome. You know what? I said that if I get 50 views on this, that I was going to go ahead and review and recap it. I don't care if I give a 5. I'm going to review and recap this show because it's that damn good. I'm finna make room. You know how I've been missing shows? I'm making room for this doggone show. I still have to do Insecure. I'm going to go ahead and get that done. I got to do Greenleaf. I'm going to go ahead and get that done. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to do the show Manifest. It reminds me of Lost. I'll let y'all know. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day. Peace. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.